How's everyone doing? Missed this, huh? It's been a good week since we last did this. I'm ready to get back on the shiny hunt. I'm going to clear out a bit of the memory to make sure things don't lag as much. Yeah, that should help for now. But how's everybody doing? The memory's going way high today. Was it nearly this much before? It might have been. To be fair, it's still less than Chrome, so it's still probably safe. Anyway, let's get started. You may be wondering why I'm a bit of a sour, not sour, more like a glum mood. Well, it has to do with tomorrow's stream. Tomorrow, I'm going to be doing a stream based around old Flash games. And I found an archive program that has archived many different Flash games of all different types. But there is a bit of a problem. Some of the games that I was planning on showcasing do not have the best of stories. One of them is sadly lost to the ether somewhat. The archive that's available is from some Chinese site. Well, it doesn't have the full game, and parts of it are missing or just broken. I'll still play it for the sake of the stream, but just note that it's going to be kind of a sad tale when we get to it. I mean, the game's not the best thing in the world. It's something phenomenal. It's actually kind of trash when you think about it because how repetitive it is, but a lot of people think of it very fondly, and it was kind of a big deal on the original site it came from. And then it disappeared because the TV show was partnered with, stopped airing, and now it's just all lost to the ether. Mostly. I'll explain more when we actually do play that, but that won't be until tomorrow. So, I'll explain more in detail whenever tomorrow comes. It's not important right now. What is important is we're going to be doing our shiny hunting thing as we have been. It's been a good week since we've done this. One week. Man. I am going to ask for people's help in the Discord after this. Oh, speaking of the Discord, if you want to join the Discord, the link is on the Twitch chat now, as well as the description below on the YouTube archive. Please join. It's been kind of empty. But, yeah. I'm gonna need some help setting up what's left and maybe possibly bringing awareness to the stream, because I want as many people as possible to watch tomorrow's stream. Because tomorrow's stream, with tomorrow's archive for you YouTube people, is something that's sort of important to me, in the sense that it's my childhood. I'll be playing Flash games tomorrow. Loving my childhood. They mean a lot to me, even if some of them aren't exactly in the best shape. But now's not the time for that, no matter how much I keep bringing it up. Now really isn't at the time. I also will be taking suggestions of Flash games people want to play. Not during tomorrow's stream. Tomorrow's stream, I've already set up the games I want to play. Kinda. I mean, I'm not sure if I don't know if I want to have a voting sketch, like a voting thing, or if I want to schedule it out, or what. So I do have plans to play all of the games I've picked, but you know, it's a bit eh. And that's really about it for that, really. I found the games I want to play on stream. I didn't pick a whole buttload of them. I put a lot of flashes in my phone. I didn't pick a whole buttload of them. I picked like 10 or so. I think it'll be fine for tomorrow's stream, of course. But I'm not sure how I'm gonna lay it out. Because I got the idea to do the Flash game stream after German 985's DOS streams, actually. I've been watching those a lot recently. And I figured why not do a similar format for Flash games. So I selected a few Flash games from my childhood, test them to make sure they work at least enough to stream, because again, some of them don't quite work right. And yeah. I don't know if I want to add any more. I've added the main ones I plan to stream that day. And people who have watched the YouTube channel before may find a few surprises, including videos that are not deleted. Might be a little surprise waiting for you. In fact, for those of you who are big fans of my YouTube channel and have watched even videos that are now been wiped and the great content wiped in 2019 or whatever, you might be pleasantly surprised about what games I played. Because there are 3 games on that I've played on the channel before, and I think only one video of one of the games exists still. I don't know for sure. I might have a full playthrough of one of them still. But I know one of them was completely wiped, for sure. Memories were flooding back when I was setting up what I could of the stream for tomorrow. Hey, Eric! Welcome! I didn't see you posting anything in chat at first, so I didn't even know you were lurking. How you doing, Eric? I was discussing, mainly to anybody watching, about tomorrow's Flash game stream. And how things are a little bit bittersweet. Because the archive's not perfect. Well, it would be fine. It would be fine. But there's one game that's kind of not all there-ish. It's not the fault of the archive. The archive did its best, but, you know. I don't want to talk specifics on stream. I want to leave it a surprise for most people. I might talk with you after stream's over. Like a DM or something. You're gonna say, alright. Thanks for letting me know, Eric. But if like you or Bummus don't have time, I can like do a little group DM and kind of keep a little surprise on them, because I want to keep the games I've chosen for the Flash game stream tomorrow a secret from the public until tomorrow. But I figured I'd let a couple of people know so they can see if they can help me and if there's a better archive or what. But I'm not sure. It depends on what I can find after stream. It's kind of like a similar situation to that one music game I brought up a whole bunch a few Pokemon streams back. A few weeks back. But instead of it just being like a faint memory I can't really remember much about, it's here's the game, but not all of it's there. I don't know what to do. Like some of the game will not load, and I don't think that's the fault of the game itself or the program or something. I think it's just a problem of like the archive process used, because the original game is gone. It was taken down off the site because the show was partnered with it gone too. It was a game from like 2011 or so. I don't remember when exactly. The archive site said it came out in like 2011, so I assume they're right on that. The only archive of it that exists was uploaded to the archive page mid this year. It was only updated like 15 seconds after its initial posting, because probably they did something wrong or needed to fix like the title or something. And there's been nothing ever since. And I guess people really haven't been searching that much. I mean, there's still enough of the game in existence for me to be able to stream it. And I've tested what I could to see what worked and what didn't. And I know what to avoid to get the best experience. But I can't play the full game. A lot of the game is missing. There's not much I can do. Unless it's another archive that has a better... something better. It might have the full version, I don't know. But not what I saw in this archive. And the archive I found seems to be the biggest one in existence, because you can get two versions of the archive. You can get one that has like a library that like you directly download from the server, so first play is online. Every play after that's offline. And that works well enough, I guess. There's also one that downloads every single game automatically to your hard drive for all life playing at the beginning, straight up, and it has like a full-on update feature. For every single update, you don't have to manually download a new launcher. But it takes like 480 gigabytes of space because of how many games and animations have been archived. For comparison, this laptop doesn't even have 250 gigs on it. Maximum. In fact, at this point, I only have like 20 left of space. That is sad. That is sad. My freaking garbage laptop had more than that. I don't know. In the meantime, I'm probably gonna mute my mic, I guess. Unless people in chat start talking a bit more. Because I can only ramble on about tomorrow's stream a certain amount before I, end up spoiling a few things. Guess I want to keep it a surprise. Though people on YouTube probably could just watch... The Twitch page will still be up for like a good week after the original. The Twitch page for the stream would definitely be up for a full week before the Twitch archive's up. So you could just watch it now, I guess, if you're watching this on YouTube. Hooray. But, still. It's also going to be the first one we're going to have proper timestamps in, too. Because I do not timestamp my archives usually. Because it's like one game and 10 minutes of beginning nothingness. And then there's the actual game for the rest of it. I don't normally switch games on stream anymore. I used to, but not anymore. Next stream, I'm going to be switching games so much I might as well leave timestamps so people can skip to the ones they're interested in. So, tomorrow's stream's going to be a bit of a format change, which I'm actually kind of looking forward to. It shouldn't affect much of the Twitch stream, but the archive's going to be a bit different, really. I also don't have a layout set up on OBS yet, and I have to get that set up for tomorrow's stream. So, I don't know. I'm also planning on turning the text BRB into a picture and then doing the chroma key to get rid of the background on it. So that way I don't have to worry about like finding the exact settings for it. I just put it in anything at the click of a button or something. So yeah, there's that. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and mute my mic. Mute my might. Yes. That's a phrase. I'm going to mute my mic for a little while. And I'll keep hunting. I'll probably unmute around 300 to check up on everybody, or someone in chat starts talking. I also am still very paranoid of stream dying. Because, the Crash 3 incident. So, Eric, I want to make sure you're here for this. I know you're lurking because of your essay, but if the stream ever completely stops, I'm not talking about your internet being a little fuzzy and causing lag. I'm talking full-on stops. let me know in chat. So I can check in to see if it's still running on my end, or if it's like your end or something went wrong. Because OBS may act a little funny. I might be able to catch some of it, because if it's like connecting to Twitches, if it's like connecting to Twitch and it's having problems, like last stream, then I might be able to notice it. But the crash incident did not tell me I dropped any frames, and I don't know. I'm gonna mute Mike now. Hey, Obama Snow. How you doing? Look at that. Quickly. One down. There we go. Gotta make sure stream stays up, you know. How you doing, man? I was discussing it a little bit earlier, but I've actually been planning for tomorrow's Flash game stream. Yeah, I do sound a bit stressed because I should say preparing for it hasn't been going the best. And not because I can't, well, sort of because I can't. You see, Flash is dying after this year. Everyone knows this. So people have been making archive sites and everything to put as many as possible on there so you can download them and whatnot. And I found a service that has a whole crap ton of them for free. And I'm able to find most of the ones I played as a child, but one of them seems to be a bit broken. As in, like, the full version is not on the site. Like, one of the levels is completely missing. One of the intro cutscenes is broken. The entire second story that was added later is not available. I don't know if it's just because of the archive I found, or if it's because that's the only surviving version of this game, or what. I don't know. But everything else seems to be running somewhat okay. So I'm kind of in a bit of a, you know, meh mood. It's just kind of sad, really. I don't want to go into too much detail about it because there's enough of the game left that I can still play it on stream, of course. It's meant to be more of a showcase than a let's beat the game in one setting sort of deal. But you know, a game that means so much to me. The original host took it down because the TV show ended. Hasn't been airing in years. You know how it is. Hey. I mean, luckily people have played enough on YouTube for me to be able to watch it all again. But it's not the same as playing it, you know. Nostalgic feels, and it was a somewhat popular game too among kids. So I'm not the only one who had fond memories of it either. This is not like that freaking music game I was ranting about before, where I could barely remember what it was. Like, nobody's fucking heard of it. This is a game that everyone played. It was hyped up a lot on television, on the original show, and now it's just gone. To be fair, it didn't disappear because of the impending end of Flash. I think it disappeared a long time ago because the show stopped airing reruns back in like 2015 or 16. So, you know, it's been a long while. It's understandable that's now not on the site anymore, but still. You think someone would have done a better job archiving it because nothing online is permanent, even though they say what's on the internet stays on the internet forever. It's weird. Maybe one of the original devs still has a full version of the game. I don't know. I'd discuss it in more detail on stream, but that would spoil the surprise. Because I'm keeping the games I picked pretty secret. I've been leaving little hints on stream, being like, hey, if you've watched my YouTube channel before, even before I wipe some of my content, you'll be surprised. You'll be happy to see some of the games I picked. Like, that's really about it. And no, one of the games I chose, the one that had the freaking broken stuff in it, I did not play that for my YouTube channel. I was going to at some point, but my computer was just not up to it. It really wasn't. Alright, Obama Snow. Both of my mods are lurking. Who's gonna defend us from bots now? Dun dun. Seriously though, it's all right. In the meantime, I'm gonna go back to muting my mic because Welcome back. I know I probably shouldn't be muting my mic, but still. I had to keep my phone charged, and I can't plug in earbuds while it's charging because stupid phone design. Yeah. It's fine. As long as I can see that stream's still working fine, I think we're good. Still can't stop thinking about that game. I mean, it wasn't really a worldwide phenomenon like some of these other games were, but hey, there's one game that was actually developed in, I think, Japan that I'm gonna be showing off. So, some of them are actually like worldwide famous, kinda. But like, I don't know. It's hard to really talk about this one without giving away what it is. It's really hard, man. You're really afraid to start a hunt. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Selby hunt? What's got you so scared about? Is it because it's like a mythical hunt? Those are kind of soft reset heavy, and you don't want to soft reset over by accident. If that's the case, you'll know how I felt when I was going for Squirtle. I'm gonna be honest, this stream's actually gonna be shorter than most streams. Not because of technical issues, but because I want to focus on getting the Flash game set to go. Oh. Yeah. I mean, I went for Squirtle and got it. Same odds. Probably similarly long cutscene, but I still got it. Took 2 weeks. Maybe you can see if we can beat my record. I don't know. But as I was saying, I'm actually going to be ending stream sooner than most of these Pokemon streams. I want to focus more on getting these Flash games ready to go. Mad respect. Thank you. Okay, now I'm thinking of that one freaking meme video. Nice job. Nice job. Nice job. It was some sort of Vine sauce meme, I think. They took a clip from one of the Muppet shows from like a couple decades ago or something like that. And then I think it was like a scene right after Kermit sang "Never Gonna Give You Up." Yes, that was real. And there's like multiple Kermits in it. So I think he took the 3 Kermits that were there and duplicated to like 50. It was actually kind of hilarious. A mob of Kermits. Pokemon streams are your favorite? I've kind of noticed that a little bit myself when I look at like analytics. People seem to tune in more for me running around in circles in grass for a few hours, and not me actually playing through a game for like 3 hours or more. It's just something I've noticed. I don't get why that is, though. I mean, at that sort of rate, you should really love my streams in general because I keep failing and doing the same exact things. That's just my life. That's just when other streams got more attention. I want more attention to be brought to these Flash games, I bet, because some of them I don't think people have even ever heard of. I probably just stumbled upon them one day, and I mean, some of them are really popular in like junior high and everything, but probably a couple that some of you may have never heard of. And I want to bring light to some of these because the games I've picked are, for the most part, good. Okay, there's the one that's kind of broken because of poor archiving. And there's one that was never technically finished, even though it was an official game. Not an official game for like anything big. Not like an official like video game. I mean like a tie-in game to a fucking cereal. And it was never technically finished. But they released it anyway. Oh, that's gonna be a thing tomorrow. Whew. I bring up the Flash game a lot because I'm not really sure what I want to do with it. I've picked out the games I want to play on stream, but I'm not sure if I want to do a system like Germa does, where I put them all on screen and then people vote. Or if I want to do a system where I pick out which ones I want to play in which order and like make a proper schedule. I'm not quite sure. And again, I want to discuss it with you and maybe Eric after stream, like a DM, because I want to keep it a surprise for the general public. Because, you know, if I spoil it, who knows what'll happen. I want people to be surprised. Big story of my life. Hang on, let me see. You had a freaking typo thing that kind of blocked the message. Big story of my life, seeing a pixelated character walking through pixelated grass, hunting for a non-existent creature of a different color with low eyes. That to happen, and when it happens, hopefully you get the one you wanted. It's like winning the lottery. Actually, Obama Snow, while you're at it, can you look up the odds of winning the lottery to see if it's actually better or worse than getting a shiny? I want to know. I actually really want to know. Because if this is actually less odds of winning the lottery, then I've already won like what, 4 times? I've won 4 times already. Hang on. Yeah, 4. Shout out in the 636 POW. The Squirtle in like 3,588. Flybit chick 4,500. No, 3,558. No, it was 3,588 because it was right next to the screen. This one was 3,558. Flappy Bird, I think, was like 3,100 something. You can go watch the highlights for yourself because I can't remember off the top of my head. Oh my god. Jesus. That's a dark answer. Now I'm reminded of that one guy who put on a freaking like Halloween mask to disguise himself from his family when he won the lottery. So that way they wouldn't just leech off him. Props to him, by the way. Props to that guy. Props to that guy. It was funny. It was really funny, I'll admit. Say about us now, how long are you going to be up today? Because I want to see if you can actually talk in DMs after this. Because it's going to be a shorter stream, I'm probably going to stop around 500. I just want to, get some opinions on what I should do for the stream tomorrow. Because I want tomorrow's stream to be sort of a big deal. But not like a huge, super important thing. I think if you miss it, you never see it again sort of deal. I mean, this is a big thing. I don't know if I'm going to be playing these games again after this stream. So I might revisit them if I get requests for it. But I want to do a big old bash to celebrate. And celebrate these old Flash games. Memories of my childhood, Probably way too late. I mean, to be fair, you do end up staying up pretty late into the night. Wasn't there one time you left stream because you were going to bed, then came back an hour and a half later when the sun was starting to rise or something like that, just to come back and say hi for a little while? Part of me thinks it happened, so I don't know for sure. All I know is that you just do not have the best sleep schedule when it comes to these streams. Just breaking your sleep schedule just come watch these streams, and I'm honored. But, I just want to know if you're actually going to be. Yeah, it wasn't the first time. Yeah, your sleep schedule's always been kind of off. I've noticed. Time zones! Yeah. All that. It's only 5 p.m. for me here. It's probably like... I want to say around midnight for you? I don't exactly know your time zone. All I know is it's probably the middle of the night for you. Sweet. See, I remember. And I should know about going to bed at midnight because that's something I usually do. I actually got the correct time zone? Wow. Go me. that was just a pure guess, by the way. That was just a pure guess. What in the hell? Dad's shouting something again. There's something in the news just pissing him off, or he's getting into an argument. I don't know. I mean, usually it sorts itself out, and I shouldn't be too concerned, but at the same time, yeah. You know, my dad always was a bit of a cranky guy. For different reasons, of course. Like, you know, he had the night shift when he had a job, and he had to retire a few years back because of health problems. I'll leave it at that. And I've probably brought it up on stream before, but I don't want to bring up any disgusting imagery that has to do with you know, what time zone am I in? I say it whenever I bring up the times in the Discord. Central Standard Time. Mainly because everyone goes by Eastern. I don't live in Eastern. I go by Central. And everyone shall know the pain of having to convert their time so they know when I'm streaming. Mwahahahaha. In all seriousness, I do live in Central Standard Time. Like, pretty much, maybe right smack in the middle? I don't know if it's right smack in the middle. Probably bumped the mic there a little bit. I'm sorry about that. It's currently 5:54 p.m. I always think when I made the schedule for the school year, I put the times in Central Standard Time that I will be streaming. And we're currently just under an hour in. Just letting people know. In fact, speaking of the Discord, I'm going to plug it again because I want to make sure as many people know about it as possible. Here's a Discord. Link in Twitch chat. !put Discord. And also in the description of the YouTube archive. I will stop plugging it for another hour. You already clogged them already? So either you thought of putting a clock because of these streams before, and you kind of forgot you did, or there's some other reason why you sent a clock to Central Standard Time, which I would not know. I don't know your life. I don't know what you do in wherever you are. I don't exactly know where my I don't know what countries my audience lives in. Oh no. To be fair, I seem to get a lot of the foreign market. Well, marketing quotes. I don't make money off this, but a lot of people who watch these streams aren't from the US, I've noticed. Some of them are. I will admit, some of them are. But I've gotten a large range of people from all different countries. Like one of the big ones, I'm gonna bring up the Turkish raid again from Crash 1 stream. And a lot of them actually subscribed to my YouTube channel after they raided. I mean, because the time zone difference made so they couldn't watch the streams. They're probably watching the archives, I guess. I also told them about the Mario Kart Tour stuff, so they're probably watching that too. I don't know. You have a clock on your phone at Central Time because one of your best friends went to New York. New York's not Central, though. New York is Eastern Standard Time. That's the time that like Rye uses. That's the time that's more often used for like TV around here. Most Twitch streams I've noticed use that time frame for some reason. The Eastern time is a big thing here. Like whenever I watch something on TV and they have like freaking advertisement where it's like brand new episode of this show, 8/7 Central, only on Disney Channel. You know, because time zones are stupid. Yeah, that one's set to Eastern. New York is Eastern. That wouldn't explain why you set it to Central, because see, one of your friends went to New York for 2 months, so that would be in Eastern. So why would you have a time set for Central? Things aren't adding up here. Obama Snow, are you an imposter? Are we gonna eject you from the ship? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a reference to a game I have not yet played. I want to get Among Us so badly. That game looks like so much fun. I really want to play it. And if I get it, if Among Us works well enough once I get it, which should be soon, I might stream that. I could totally stream Among Us. And I don't know if I'm wrong on this, but I've seen cameos from Henry Stickmin characters and such. There's Henry, there's the freaking redhead that I can't remember the name of for the life of me. If she even has a name, I don't know. I have not played Henry Stickmin in years. I don't have the collection, blah, blah, blah. I think the teleporter button sometimes shows up in the trash. So there's clearly some references to Henry Stickmin, so I don't know if it's maybe the same guy or if like the art was done by the same guy or what. There's some sort of connection here, which might explain why it got so popular. Yeah, Eastern and Central's mixed up, yeah. I don't blame you. When I said it was close to 5, you probably saw 5 and thought, oh, I got it already. Speaking of audio, is my audio good? Can you actually like hear me really well, or maybe there was just a mix-up because you were tired? And I do not blame you. You're probably somewhat more tired than usual because of school. Though, strangely enough, school actually has not been that big of an issue. I only have one class, mind you, which might contribute to the reason why. But actually, school is easier now. Like, my class is easier now than it was in the first couple weeks. The first week was like, technically, it's 5 o'clock now. It just went to 5. But week 0, as I call it, because it was like the week before classes technically started. We had like a little bit of like a syllabus quiz, so we can know what the rules were for the class. First week was an introduction forum, and I think like chapter 1's homework. Week 2 was a forum about specifically something we learned in chapter 2, followed by homework and a quiz. Last week was just assignments from chapter 2 again, and this week is now chapter 3, and only chapter 3. There's no forums now. I don't know why we're slowing down all of a sudden, but alright. You gotta start out at this pace. So already we're getting a little bit of lopsidedness from the course. Nah. You did it again. You did it again, Obama Snow. It gets more confusing when you realize that there is a Pacific time for the West Coast, and then there's a Mountain time between Pacific and Central. Mm-hmm. Time zones are dumb. Why can't we just have one time? I actually brought that up on Twitter once. Someone's like, well, we all have the same time. Then people will be waking up at 4 in the morning when the sun is out. And I'm like, so? Club Penguin had a universal time that was based around Eastern, and that worked fine. That worked fine for everybody. What's the difference here? Your country doesn't even fill up one time zone. At least it's all contained. At least the time in your country is consistent throughout the entire thing. We take up 4. If not, well, actually, I think we take up 5 because Hawaii and Alaska are on different. No, I know Hawaii's on a different time than we are. Is Alaska Pacific or is that a separate time on its own? I don't know. All I know is that America takes up like 5 time zones. It's very annoying. Where's the universal time zone? We just need one time for everybody. If Club Penguin can do it, why can't we all? It's better than going by a sundial, because that would just be stupid. Yeah, I think Australia was... Wait, half time? As in, like, a time zone was, like, split into half? Like, 30 minutes sort of deal? That really is fucked up. Now I'm thinking of Arizona. I think Arizona doesn't do daylight savings, so they're technically, like, an hour off the rest of a time zone at some point. Which makes no sense! Ah! We as a society should all come together and make a universal time zone because a lot of this time zone stuff is bullshit. Ay. God. It bums me out that the gender difference of the tail started in Gen 4 because I was really wanting to see if I could get a female Pikachu. Because the heart tail is so adorable. Each country chooses them. Yeah, because it's not like the time zones. It's not like the time zones like straight lines anyway. They're freaking zigzagging all over the place. Like there's no clear direction. It's not like this point here and all the way down straight. Like it's like someone tried to cut the earth with like an old knife, and in order to get it to actually cut, they had to kind of twist it and turn it to cut it properly. That's how time zones are done. They're like cut off sideways and like do a little back and forth and yeah. Time zones are stupid. I just don't know, dude. Ay. Time is a social construct. There's no such thing as time. Exactly. You're freaking 60s because they just say, we're part of this one, but you're not in that one. But we are now. We'll just fucking slice it over this one. What in the hell are you doing? They aren't really straight. It's kind of ridiculous. Actually, hang on a second. I want to check the time zone borders here in America. I want to see if there's any states that split. Time zone map. I want to see if any of the states actually split. I want to see if any of the states are cut in half. Holy crap! There are states that are cut in half. North Dakota has like its bottom left corner in mountain. Like a good third of South Dakota, a good third of Nebraska, a small portion of West Kansas, and a teensy bit of Texas to the west. Idaho split directly in half between mountain and Pacific. And Oregon is also slightly mountain. It's like one ring of Arizona does daylight savings, the rest doesn't. Tennessee split in the middle between central and eastern, and time zones. Time zones. Just choose U.S. Standard Time, please. I think we're getting a bit too worked up over time zones. Let's go ahead and not talk about time zones anymore. You know what? Because it's been a little while, I think I'll go ahead and read something stupid off of Reddit again. Because it sure went well before. To be fair, I will give points. I will give points. First world problems? I mean, this technically is the first world, so... Da-da-da. I know what you're meaning with jokes. I say, like, let's read Reddit. Like, I know I probably shouldn't, but at the same time, the stream I was reading stories about Kevin was the stream that we got the Shiny Mankey. We got Shad Ed on the stream where I read a whole crap ton of stories about Kevin. Reddit might be our good luck charm. Wow, you instant. Let's go ahead and find something stupid on Reddit. Yeah, you were there. You were there. You know. You know about the stories about Kevin. Kevin's a good luck charm, dude. Kevin's a good luck charm. Anyway, let's go ahead and let's see. Stories about Kevin. Here we go. Let's see if I can find a good one from recently to share. Here's one from a few hours ago. The only one posted today, I guess. Kevin argues about a job title with someone who used to work in that field. Yeah. I brought up Jaden Animation's Ruby Nuzlocke, where she got him a shop. And it was female. She's like, I'm gonna name you Chad. And it points at a little flower on its head. And she's like, dude, stutter. That video's great. Check it out. Yeah, Kevin argues about a job title with someone who used to work in the field. This happened months ago, but it was one of my many cases in which a certain ex-coworker of mine shined at not being the brightest bulb in the box. Kevin and I were casually chatting during a slow time at work about previous employment for the two of us. He talked about working in retail while currently going through college, whereas my last position was at a casino. I used to work at a casino where I was a surveillance officer. You mean security, right? No, while I was there, I never worked security. I worked surveillance where I watched the cameras. Security was a separate department. Security and surveillance are the same thing. Not necessarily. Yes, there may be companies, and also what I see on TV and movies which the security team watches the cameras too, but that's not always the case. It's not even to be separate. It's telling you what security should be. You think you might make it? We're not going to be going too much longer. We're going to 500. So we're probably going to be done with it in like 30 minutes. That is the story. It ain't going to be separate. They're telling you what security should be. Dude, I'm telling you the job that I had no relation. I'm telling you the job I had no relation to security. I didn't report security at all. We were a separate department altogether. Pretty much right after that, there were a couple of customers that came in and needed assisting, so we both went our separate ways, helping each of them. I'm pretty sure he still thinks he's right, even though I was the one who had that job, whose claiming didn't even exist. Damn it, Kevin. Hit me Steve Sketches. Alright, Mr. Krabs. My Steve schedule be complete garbage ever since Monday came. I couldn't get my sleep schedule back in gear. I'm constantly tired. Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs. Sam, I don't know if I really should be getting political again. I said I was gonna try to cut that out, but I want to share something. Recently, there was a police shooting in Tulsa, Oklahoma. That's captured with body cam. But this guy was pulled over because his tags in his car expired. He had no proof of insurance. He apparently had like a past with like narcotic usage. And he was pulled over by cops. There were 2 cops there. The guy in the car was told multiple times to get out of the car, and he's screaming, "I know my rights! I know my rights! You don't break my rights!" He's probably just stalling because the police officers finally tried to force him out of the car for like 7 minutes. They pull him out of the car. He's struggling and screaming, "Help me! Help me!" And they finally get him out of the car, but he is able to sneak out a gun from under his seat and shot both of the cops. One cop screamed in pain as he fell to the ground. The other one of them fell to the ground, one of them was screaming as he fell to the ground. Everyone was, "What the fuck?" Ah! And then that cop's still on the ground. I think he was the one who died, I'm not sure. One of them died. The other one's trying to crawl away, and then the guy slowly points the gun at him and shoots him in the head. And I'm just watching his body cam footage that was released, and I'm like, what in the fuck? What is this? Police officers deserve to be paid more because they risk their lives. Because anything they go to fix could result in their deaths. Anything. And they get paid worse than freaking NFL players. Disrespect them constantly. It's garbage. Just like how he said that even though the education system is flawed, teachers deserve to be paid more because of the stuff they have to go through. I see the same for police officers because they risk their lives every single day to uphold the law and they get paid jack for it. They get paid absolute trash for it in comparison to like an NFL player. I hate that. I'm aware that the police system has problems. There are many corrupt cops. I will admit there are. But there are also a whole bunch more cops who are good. I'm just saying. Yeah! They'll get racist. They'll call racist constantly because of a few bad cops that have been in the neighborhood. Like some cops are indeed bad cops, and there's some that are racist. That doesn't account for every single police officer in the entire damn country. Everyone acts like it is. They spread it on Twitter, trying to get these cops fired. And there were a couple of kids in, I think, high school during 9/11 who brought in a Blue Lives Matter flag and another flag of that, which was red for the firefighters, to remember them for 9/11, to honor them. Because many of them went inside the collapsing Twin Towers and didn't come back out alive, but they went in there to selflessly go in there and try to save as many people as they could. And many of them lost their lives for it. And the school took them off the football team because apparently supporting cops and police officers, firefighters, anybody, any first responder basically, if you respect them, that's a political thing. You're not allowed to anymore. But no, you can support Black Lives Matter and openly do that. That's not political. Even though the entire thing, it's all political. They have a fucking mission statement. They have a mission statement. It lists all their political beliefs. How is BLM not political, but supporting law enforcement and first responders is? It's dumb. My god. I'll admit, I didn't understand what the purpose of remembering 9/11 was for the longest time. When I was like 1 year old when it happened. And we're constantly reminded about it every single year. And I was like, oh, it's the one day they talk about the buildings collapsing and whatnot. Terrorist attack. I've already heard about this. What's the big deal? And as I've gotten more into politics, I've figured out why people actually do remember this day so fondly. But not fondly, but they have memorials to it and everything. They remember that day because they think about all the cops and they think about the people who lost their lives in the buildings. They think about the cops. They think about the firefighters. They think about the medics. They think about the people who are still suffering to this day because, like, I think asbestos or something was released into the air because of the collapsing towers. So people are still technically getting affected by it to this day and dying painful deaths as a result. And apparently it's evil to freaking say, props to them for being heroes. They did a good job of risking their lives to save people. And apparently we're not allowed to freaking support them anymore because that's racist. Anyway, I'll probably stop talking about it now. There's something about these streams where I just start ranting about politics. I'm sorry about that. But wow. Wow, man. People sometimes, you know. This country's falling apart, and it ain't the fault of the people who actually like. It's not the fault of the people who actually like the country. We realize there are problems with the country, but at least we're not going to be like, hey, let's destroy every single little bit of thing about it. Just start over. I'll tone it down now. I'm sorry. Hey, Eric, welcome back. You missed our rant about freaking politics again. Police shooting in Tulsa. A couple of kids getting suspended off their school football team because they supported cops and honored them during 9/11. All that sort of stuff. I know this isn't really the best place to talk about politics. I understand that. Ow, Eric. Stop throwing avocados at me. But, anyway. I just don't get how supporting BLM is not political, despite the fact they have a mission statement and political beliefs and whatnot. But you can't support cops who risk their lives constantly. Whether it be on days like 9/11, or whether it be on just a standard time where they pull someone over because of freaking expired tags. Any day that a cop goes out for anything could be a day where they die. And they get paid with crumbs in comparison to some of these other people, like garbage NFL players. I may not be a cop, but I'm offended these people act this way. Police officers deserve more respect. My God. Again, I really shouldn't be talking so much about politics during these streams, but at the same time, man, just... See, there's something wholesome right there. My little avocado knights are hugging each other. Here we go, that's something wholesome. Alright, I think I let out all of the political rage off my chest now. I think we're good. I didn't get to see all of chat during that time during my rant either, so I missed a message from Obama now. You mind repeating what that was? I'm sorry about that. It was a message you said like right before you said put it in the politics Discord or whatever. Like, I didn't see what it was. Were you like requesting me to like show the article of the kids, or you want me to like talk about it more in the political Discord and just leave it off stream from now on? I don't know. We have a freaking politics Discord and I freaking rant on here when I say I made politics Discord. I made the politics Discord. So I don't rant about politics so much on stream. And I rant about politics on stream again. To be fair, at least I haven't been ranting about politics nearly as much as I used to. I used to rant about it like nearly every stream, and now here we are. Oh, cops are bad. Actually, that's not what ACAB stands for. It stands for all cops are bastards, and I was just. I find it interesting when I'm on the internet. I'm mostly arguing with radical feminists. I mean, yeah. You know, it wasn't really an argument as much as like me responding to somebody, but someone posted a video of anti-maskers inside a Target protesting the fact they have to wear masks constantly and they're sick of it. And the people on Twitter were like, oh, look how stupid they're gonna get us all killed because we're all gonna die of COVID. And I'm just sitting here like, you are aware that protest is more peaceful than the riots that have been going on for the past few months, right? And I'm pretty sure COVID is less deadly than getting your entire business burnt down. Just saying. I'll take the risk of not wearing a mask and possibly getting a disease that has a 99% survival rate over possibly burning to death or losing my entire livelihood. I'm pretty sure that's more important right now. Rest in peace to everyone who lost their lives during 9/11. Yeah. Eric nailed it right on the head. You may not like cops, but you gotta admit that is some heroic work. It is some heroic work that day. Even if I don't remember that day at all because I was 1 year old. I have no memories associated with it, which might be why I had not understand the significance of the entire situation for years. Yeah, feminists are kind of just meh. Like, some feminists are okay, they want equality, and I understand. But at the same time, destroying the patriarchy stuff is just garbage. Like, there isn't really much of a patriarchy when men and women have the same opportunities in most situations. I say most situations because, like, men and women do different things. That's kind of how it goes. I mean, men are more likely to take jobs that are more dangerous or require more strength. So the actual death... more men die during work than women do, for example. But these, like, leftist feminists are like, only women have problems. Men have all sorts of privileges. And, like, everyone has some sort of privilege, darling. It's just that we all have different ones, and it's not because of anything we can control most of the time. Sometimes it is, but a lot of the time, it isn't. How can I have more privilege than you because I have a ween? It's the United States of America. Come on, please. You don't support ACAB at all? Neither do I. And anyone with a brain should not support ACAB, because ACAB is just evil. There are plenty of good cops out there. Just saying. I'm guessing the K in those acronyms stands for kill. I'm guessing that's what it means. I mean, considering these leftist ideologies that have been popping up on places like Twitter, I would not be surprised if that's what it meant. I mean, you've probably seen some of the graffiti they put up in buildings and such, like, kill all cops. Ugh. The cops aren't the bastards here. It's the people burning shit down. Yeah. Yeah. Figured that's what it meant. They're only the bad ones. But then they act like all of them are bad. You can't reason with these people. None of them make any sense. And then they go on, rules for thee and not for me. Oh, you have to do these, you have to follow these certain rules because you're not as privileged as me. I can do whatever the hell I want. Nancy Pelosi can go into a freaking hair salon without a mask on or anything, get a private like haircut or something indoors. Well, at that point, it wouldn't be until the next day where people would be finally allowed in that area to have haircuts outside with masks on. But she broke all those rules at the same time on like the last day before. And I'll admit, the protests that people did against Pelosi was hilarious. They went over to her house and freaking decorated the trees with hair products. And it was hilarious. That's the kind of protest I want to see. Something peaceful, maybe a little bit funny at points. Not, I'm going to destroy your entire life in 5 seconds if you don't agree with me. I have a freaking meme image. It's a screenshot from Gen 5 that sums up some of the stuff where it's like, hang on, I can find the image and then read it off to you because it's a freaking text from Gen 5. I have it in my favorites. If you don't think the same way we think, we use all our power to eliminate you. And it's kind of how these people think. Bah. Anyway, enough about... I'm actually going to be ending the stream soon. I'm keeping this one somewhat short because I want to, prepare a little bit more for tomorrow's stream, which will not be anywhere near as political, and I'm sorry for bringing so much politics into it today again. I'm just saying that cops deserve more support than they actually get. I understand you don't like when they give you tickets, but you gotta admit they do a lot of good work. Even if there are a few bad cops here and there. And even if there's so many cops that it does seem like there's a lot of bad cops. And only the bad cops get shown on television. Because of the stupid narrative. Anyway, I'm gonna not bring it up. I will bring up one more thing about 9/11 though, that actually did offend me a little bit. Now that I realized a bit more of the significance of 9/11 over the past few years. Because I was a stupid child, didn't understand it back then. Anyway, they started trending a hashtag like at 5 in the morning on 9/11. Hashtag all buildings matter. Not only missing the entire point of 9/11, but also it's a trash attempt to combat all lives matter. Like, what? We don't remember 9/11 for the buildings. We could care less about the buildings they hit. The lives are more important. They could have hit the St. Louis Arch, and maybe it would have been more personal to me in that case, even though I'd still be one, but we'd still remember them in the same way. The people, the police officers who hope that they are heroes, and the terrorists who crashed airplanes in the buildings are all rotting in hell, and I'm glad for it. Just saying. And you people need to shut up. You got it? It's not about the damn buildings and your shoddy attempts to combat all lives matter because you don't think all lives matter. Okay, I'll stop for this time. Alright. Next encounter is the last encounter of the stream. I'm going to end it off in a nice round 500. No shiny today. Didn't expect it. But with that, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end off this short stream. And let's find someone to raid. Do 501 for the meme. What meme is at 501? What meme's at 501? I'm aware of no memes. Trigger your OCD. What? I don't want to trigger that though. I've already triggered enough people for other things already. Let's just find someone to raid. Let's see. I'm not gonna try raiding a big streamer / YouTuber again. That did not go well with Cat Icarus. That did not go well at all. It would be funny if we did raid Jacksepticeye with like 2 or 3 people being like, hey, hi Jack. Ooh, Finn streaming. Yeah, you're right. I just saw Finn on the following page as soon as you said that. Let's actually raid him again. Oh, you've been raiding him a lot actually. Last few times I've raided, it's been to him. Maybe we could spice things up. Not seeing anybody else who's really piquing my interest or is even related to this stream at all. So, you know what? Let's actually just raid Blue Boy Finn. That's probably for the best. Raid message. Oh, and by the way, something I probably should have put this for a long time ago. I want to make like a separate chat so that way like the mods and I can just talk separately from everything else. Yeah, way too much politics today. That's our raid message. Also typo. I don't know if I want to use that though. We could, but I'm debating it. You know what, we're doing it. We're gonna raid Blue Boy Finn, and we're gonna use the way too much politics today raid message. I hope he isn't mad at me for doing this. Do you think he's gonna get mad? You think he's gonna get mad? Sponsored by Nike! Oh my god. Anyway. Ending stream here today. Got a couple hundred attempts. Not much happened. Sorry about all the politics, but coffee more support. Thank you. Tomorrow we're gonna be not continuing. I'm gonna be starting a retrospective of sorts, I guess. Flash games tomorrow, 7 p.m. Central. Be there. Lots of surprises. Eric, Obama, no, meet me up on Discord because I want to talk with you about what the next stream's going to entail. See you guys later. I'm an awkward piece of shit.